Welcome to Half Haunted Chronicles, where the ground remembers what others try to forget. I'm Candy, and today we close this volume deep in the Pacific Northwest, where rural isolation breeds brutal secrets and haunted trails whisper the names of the dead. 3 people were found savagely murdered: Sue Sharp, a single mother, her teenage son John, and John's friend Dana Wingate. They had been stabbed and beaten with a claw hammer, bound with electrical wire. The crime scene, so brutal the officers describe it as a storm of rage frozen in time. And then a 4th child, Tina Sharp, age 12, gone, no forced entry, no witnesses. Even though Sue's younger children were asleep in the next room, for years the case remained cold until 1984, when Tina's bones were found 100 miles away in a remote forest, and even then, no answers. Evidence was lost. These suspects were never arrested, even after one of them confessed on tape decades later. The recording was shelved, forgotten, or maybe hidden. Today, Cabin 28 is barely standing. Locals whisper about figures moving inside, faint screams, Tina's name echoing in the trees. The case is still under review, but some believe the real story isn't just cold, it's buried. Now, you have a confession on tape, but why the heck would you not go with that lead unless the guy was making it up, or he or she was making it up? But it's just weird. Interesting. Now we take a different trail into the deep woods of Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington, and Northern California, a region of moss-covered paths, disappearing fog, and legends. Some trails have names hikers refuse to repeat: Dead Man's Hollow, Rattlesnake Ridge, Cedar Path. Each one is tied to mysteries, deaths, and disappearance, and some never solved, some never reported. Hikers have vanished without a trace. Others report being followed by footsteps when they're completely alone. One trail had signs warning not to hike after dusk. Why? Because campers reported a woman in white, drenched in blood, who walks with her head tilted as if it's barely attached. And then there's the trees, some twisted unnaturally, others marked with bloody handprints when no one dares to clean. And then there's the trees, some twisted unnaturally, others marked with bloody handprints no one dares to clean. Rangers say it's superstition, locals say it's memory. And the dogs, they refuse to enter some clearings at all. Woods are beautiful, but they can be beautifully haunted. Before we hike out, here are 3 facts from the dirt that might just follow you home. Some serial killers have visited reburial sites just to talk to the victims. More than once, this has happened at Keddie and elsewhere. Blood can stain the soil for centuries, even when invisible trained dogs can smell it, long after the crime is forgotten. Certain trees leak a red sap in the haunted forest. Locals call it ghost blood and say it only appears after someone goes missing. We had 10 stories, 10 shadows, 1 volume where the truth bled into legend. The past refused to stay buried. We started in rubble, broken dreams, a southern garden whispering from the marble mouths, a fire that erased a family, a city that still burns at midnight. We followed echoes through cursed mailboxes, haunted playhouses, and theme parks where laughter still loops long after the gates were closed. We uncovered ghosts in the wings, planes that never landed, wells that whispered, and a cabin that still cries for justice. Each episode cracked open a door. Some led to murder, some to myth, and some to places where both wait side by side. If you thought the soil was bloodstained this time, wait until you see what's buried next. This has been Half Haunted Chronicles, and the story's never over, just waiting to be told. More stories will continue soon, so thank you, and always stay haunted.